So what you're gonna need is 50 bills of whatever you want. This one is gonna be of $1 bills, whatever bills you want, but I'm gonna keep it on the cheap. And you're gonna need 50 of these. You're gonna need ribbon. I just got this ribbon from Michael's. It's 1/4 inch, and scissors and beads. I got some crafting beads. These are also from Michael's. These are wood. And you just want to make sure that the holes of the beads are big enough so that your ribbon can go through it. A paper clip, and that I'll show you why we're going to need that later. And then you're going to need some tape. This is like the roll-on kind of tape. You could use that, or you could use just the regular kind. So let's begin. Okay, so first we're going to start off with our bills. You're going to take one bill at a time. For this $1 bill, if you see on the back side, you see this line right here. We're going to start to fold right there as our first fold. And then if you flip it over, you'll see how it's nice and white and it's even against that line. Okay, and then you're just going to continue making folds that are even with that line, like a fan. I like to just keep it in my hand and just fold it like that. I find that it's faster that way than to actually put it back on the table and fold it, and just try to make it as even as possible. And you keep on going all the way down to the bottom. Okay, now that we have an accordion style bill, we're going to fold it in half, just kind of eyeball it. And you're going to fold it in half just like this, and just give it a little squish just to make sure all those creases are in. And it's going to look just like that. And then you're going to do that with all your bills, and it's going to look something like this. So right here I have 50 $1 bills. Now we're going to take our ribbon, and we're going to need about 10 feet of it all together. So I'm about 5 feet too. So let's see, that's 5 and that's 10. So we'll just cut it. It doesn't have to be exact, just a roundabout estimation. And you'll cut it right there. And then just bring the two ends together like that, so you can find the center of it. You're just gonna cut it in half. Then save about, I would say this is about 5 inches, and put a knot in it. And now we can start threading our money, and we need our beads too. So I've tied my ribbon up to a base of my lamps. This is like that 5-inch part that we tied off. I tied it to the base of the lamp because you need something to hold on to it, I guess you can say. And then this is where you're going to need your paper clip. So what you're going to do with your paper clip is you're going to just unfold it into like a straight metal line. And then you're going to fold one of the tips back up to create something like this. And it's like a makeshift needle. If your ribbon is too thick for the holes in your beads, you're going to want something like this so that it'll make it easier on you when you thread your ribbon through the beads. So you're going to take one of those bills that we folded, and make sure you can still see the crease, and you're just going to put it in between these two ribbons, like so. And you're going to tie a knot. Just one knot is fine. Thread your ribbon on your makeshift needle. And for me, I put a little I don't know if you could see it, but there's still a little tiny gap in between the end of this paper clip and the rest of the paper clip. So I could just slip my ribbon into it and it goes into the hole. Did you see that? Okay, let me do it again. Just like that, and it goes into the hole. So it's not like I'm actually threading anything. And then I'm gonna take my bead and we're just gonna thread that like that. And there you go. And you take that and you go all the way to the top. And that's it. And you keep on doing that, so I'll do another one. You just push it up against there to make sure it's tight. And then you just keep on going with all 50 of your bills until you get to the end. Now that we have all our money tied onto our lei, this was the top part that we started with, and this was the bottom part. For the bottom, I just left one of the beads on at the very end. Also, tip for you, money is really dirty, so after you fold your money and after you put it onto your ribbon, just make sure you wash your hands because it's really gross. There's so much bacteria on money, so just go ahead and wash your hands and do everybody and yourself a favor. So now we're going to take our lei, we're going to start at one end, and we're going to take our tape. I've put little pieces of tape, they're very tiny pieces of tape, at the top here, so they'll be ready for me when I need them. So we're going to take this very first one, and we're going to tape one fold to one fold, just like this. Then we're going to take the other side, and if you need to adjust the fold a little bit, you can, to make it even at the top. And there you go. It gives you like a circular, round kind of shape. Can you see it? And you're almost done. Keep on going. So here's our finished product after we've taped all our bills together from end to end. And I've also tied both of the ends together. Don't worry if you can't untie it, if it's too strong or whatever, because usually you don't untie something like this. You just put it over someone's head, just like that. So I'm going to be using this during my money dance. I'm going to give it to my husband when the money dance starts. So this is the first thing that he's gonna get, and then of course in the Filipino tradition everybody else gets to dance with the bride and the groom. So but he'll get this first, and you could also use this during other occasions like graduations or birthdays or anything like that. I'm sure whoever you give this to, they'll be totally excited and totally stoked, especially if you put $100 bills. But I'm sure that'll be really expensive and you have to be afraid of people that'll try to jack it from you. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, and also this takes a long time. Don't think you could finish it in an hour. It takes about 4 to 5 hours from beginning to end. Just a little warning for you, so if you need it tomorrow, you might need to start a couple days ahead of time, or you could just do it, I guess, and not sleep. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy making something like this for somebody. Bye!